Hello, history buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Freedom of our future. A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls. To the encampment for freedom of our future.
For liberty. This is what American patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
The hour our liberty is at hand at. For freedom is brought by. Secure our liberty. My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
Welcome to my colonial home. Today, Del Payne's work captures the spirit of we fight for independence. And our freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Hour is late. We must enact. To the encampment for liberty. Soldiers, the enemy is near. Front line, flapping.
Well, nothing says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color is the carpet in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know. As the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more, Brown versus Walker, 1896, when he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege. You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people. But I think I know why you're doing it. It's because you don't want to answer questions. It's because you did all kinds of terrible things. It's because during the pandemic, you got rich, didn't you? You got rich. Dying hundreds of thousands of Americans, over 1 million in the end, and you were getting rich. And not only were you doing that, you were using federal employees with taxpayer money to apply for and solicit cash prizes for you personally, cash prizes totaling over $1 million. You did all of that during the pandemic, didn't you? That's a question.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
You remember Greg Folkers? Who was that?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Your chief of staff is the answer. Do you remember Patricia Conrad? Who was that?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
She was your personal assistant. And what were these individuals doing in the depth of the pandemic in November of 2020 when millions of Americans were suffering from COVID? What were they doing? I tell you what, Folkers was on your behalf soliciting and gathering information for a cash award. Let's look at it. We've got his email right here, right over my shoulder. Folkers says, I'm working on this nomination for the Dan David Award for Fauci. We need to beef up the COVID part. Do you have language in the can that you could share that delineates how we responded in new ways to COVID? He sends this to multiple federal employees. What was the Dan David Award? Do you remember, Doc?
On the advice of counsel, I to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
It was a $900,000 cash award. $900,000 cash award. And he got it because he used federal employees to get it. And this wasn't Fauci. In fact, you applied for and received at least 8 federal cash prizes on federal time using federal employees and federal resources. Here they are over my shoulder. Besides the Dan David Award, you've got the Partnership for Public Service, you've got the Adelson Prize, you've got the Smithsonian Award, you've got the National Academy of Medicine's Award, DC Foundation. In fact, you turned your staff into a full-time application machine. You actually wrote to people and said, I think maybe I'd qualify. And you got cash for all of this. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 employees, was it? In fact, you used 8 separate federal employees on federal time using federal resources to solicit cash awards. Isn't that true?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Here they are right over my shoulder. Here's all of them. The people that you, federal employees, so that you could go and get cash money. And the most hilarious part is that you weren't content to even dragoon them into applying for all of these cash awards. You then had them go out to the ethics.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Described him as one of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.
Lion roar, not the mountain high. Smoke rise up, touch Jaja's sky.
Welcome to the Man Cave.
Welcome to the Man Cave. Tonight, your girl Nora Christina's hosting.
It's Mia.
Uncle Kamal.
Mr. Rippy Unfiltered.
And we are talking about the Fauci trial tonight. We'll also be touching on the Candace Owens video leak. And then lastly, Brittany Renner. We have to have a red pill topic. It is the Man Cave. Brittany Renner, the downfall of Brittany Renner. If all of you guys want to aspire to be like her, please, you want to watch and see what you should not become. But before we get into that, we are going to talk about some politics. Yeah. What you think about today? How much millions you think they went into this show today? Just to have him say he ain't answering nothing.
He has a presidential pardon. He shouldn't answer anything. I wouldn't either. I'd be like, I plead the fifth too. I got a pardon. What's the point? They can't prosecute him. He can't be arrested. I mean, it was political showboating and theater because midterms are coming up and Republicans feel they need a win. But I mean, it doesn't change the fact that he's been pardoned. And the Trump administration can't overturn his pardon because then it calls into question all of the pardons, including his own from his first term. So he can't really open that door. So what's the point? Like, we know Fauci is a piece of shit. We know the vaccines didn't work. We know they stole a bunch of money. I mean, well, I know this, and most intelligent people who are awake know this. So it's just a waste of taxpayer money. I mean, they have other better things to be doing, like trying to figure out how we're going to fund the government. That's coming right up, buddy. I'd rather them work on that than this.
Yeah, and I mean, I have a clip where Trump admits that nothing can be done. So it begs the question, what was the point of all this? This is what Trump had to say today.
Well, the only thing you can really think about is the auto pen, because the most powerful thing the president has, they say, is the power of pardon. So he was pardoned by Biden, and I respect that. I know how powerful it is. It's a very powerful, they say it's literally the most powerful thing a president has. Now, whether or not I sign my things directly, always, almost everything I sign directly. You're witness to many of them. He signed very few. The only thing I know that he signed was Hunter Biden's pardon, but I'm not sure that he signed, he probably didn't sign this one. So I I can't tell you what the law is. I've heard that you have to have a lot of proof. You need to have letters. You need to have all sorts of things that the person operating the auto pen has to know exactly what it's all about. He didn't know what it was about because I saw him testify. So maybe there's something on the auto pen. Other than that, the power of pardon is very powerful.
So, Rippy, what is the point of all of this? Why are we doing this? Are we going to see any arrests in Trump's administration?
Probably not. But when it comes down to the whole Anthony Fauci thing, I think it's either to get people to see how corrupt he really is, which most of us already know. I mean, I'm pretty sure the large majority of the Americans already know how corrupt this person is, how many lives are on his hands. And maybe it's just a reminder to let people know. And also the auto pen, it might really make a difference. Will the partner really still count if it's the auto pen, because that's not really his signature? Maybe that's something that they're trying to do. But at the end of the day, certain people in this country don't really care, because they only care about, they care about the pardons that Donald Trump gave the January 6ers, but they don't care about what Anthony Fauci has done and the pardons that he received. They only care about. I mean, I almost went off for a minute, but certain people is not on the call today.
Yeah, well, celebrities are coming out and speaking in defense of Dr. Fauci today. I was on TMZ, so y'all can go see that clip if you like. But earlier, before I came on, this is what Harvey Levin had to say, sympathizing for poor Anthony Fauci.
Fauci, over a period of decades, has been an amazing public servant. In the 80s, many died of AIDS, a horrible, painful death. And I had friends who lived because of Anthony Fauci, because he was willing to look at experimental drugs in a different way than they had looked at them before. And that really resulted in lives saved. And he has done so many other things in his career to thwart epidemics, to save lives, not just in the United States, but all over the world. He has been a dedicated public servant who could have made a lot more money outside of government than inside, but he stayed. And now we are at a point where members of Congress, and yes,
so what do you guys think about everything you just heard? Kamal, what's your thoughts on all the celebrities? Because he wasn't the only one. Andy Cohen tweeted something, and there was a lot of people on the left that were tweeting stuff out, just firing things. What do you think about what you just heard?
Look, I'm gonna say, y'all, all right. Fuck Dr. Fauci. You saw how he went after Rizza Islam. Shout out to our brother. Remember he was talking about the vaccines and Dr. Fauci was on the bullshit. Man, I don't believe nothing what these celebrities pay. You feel me? Because let's be real, man. A lot of these celebrities will do gay for pay, right? So that means they gonna do anything for the money. Right? They know they getting chipped off. Just saying, I can't believe no celebrity. Goddamn. Anyway, like I said, shout out to Rizza Islam.
And this is what the White House tweeted today, guys. I want to show you this, and we could all discuss it. This is the White House is doubling down that COVID came from China. We couldn't even say this word last year. I'm hoping that YouTube has lax, but this is what they said. They said the virus possesses a biological characteristics that's not found in nature. Data shows that all C-19 cases stem from a single infection in humans. Wuhan is home to China's foremost SARS research lab, which has a history of gain-of-function research. Wuhan institution researchers were sick with C-19 symptoms the fall of 2019, months before C-19 was discovered at the wet market. By nearly all measures of science, if there was evidence of a natural origin, it would have already surfaced, but it hasn't. Mia, what you think about that? You think that's why we see C-19? What do you think about what they put out?
I mean, Trump said it best himself. He said it came from China. And I believe him. Broken clock's right twice a day. I mean, I believe him. Plus, anyways, out of Boston, Boston prosecutors, there was a military general that got charged with like treason and espionage for working with the Chinese, and it was directly linked to their some sort of foundation that was being funded by Fauci with dark money to go to China, to go to that specific lab in Wuhan. So, I mean, there is a paper trail and there is a prosecutorial trail that we can see for people being prosecuted here in the United States related to that already. So, yeah, I believe them. It's from China.
Rippy, what's your response as, you know, the Republican on the panel when people say, well, Trump, you were president during C-19. You were president over Fauci when most of the decisions were being made. What's your rebuttal to that? Because I saw a lot of people tweeting that out, saying it's easy to point the finger, Trump, but you were president during all of this. What's your thoughts?
He was also president for Operation Warp Speed, which I was completely against. I mean, he advocated, he pushed for it. He also profited off of it. So, and I was very vocal about that. But this is all stuff that we all knew. We all said it. I got kicked off of social media for saying it. You know, the whole Wuhan thing, the lab. And it's all inside the Epstein files. And people will pull their head out of their asses and stop focusing on trying to figure out if Trump was doing something with some kids and actually look at what's really important. And we see that these billionaires and a big pharma actually created this shit. And it's right there in the Epstein files, but people not really looking for it because they're too busy being obsessed with Donald Trump. And from the beginning, I've been against all this stuff. I did a video with Robert Malone, you know, the person who's considered the father of mRNA technology. And that's the first time I got kicked off of social media. And it's like, kind of found out he was actually telling the truth the whole time. Same thing what I did with Rand Paul. He was speaking on this stuff. And they silenced us all. And now it's all coming out. And we're still getting silenced because these celebrities think they have more power over the average American voice. But they don't. They're failing. They're a bunch of degenerates.
And Eric, this is not an attack on you. I swear to God. I swear, because I really like you. You're one of my favorite leftist people. Republicans refuse to wear masks, much less get vaccinated. I don't agree with the vaccinated thing because I've seen so many stories on my timeline with people heartbroken saying that they're mad about, I don't want to say it, the V, you know what I'm talking about, the V, because their aunt passed away from it and they were all Republicans. So I don't know. Kamal, what's your thoughts about everything you're hearing as the apolitical one on the panel?
Like I said, fuck Dr. Fauci. He was on the bullshit. You feel me? But let's be real, man. A lot of people actually didn't want to get vaccinated. They forced us to do that shit to go to work.
Yes.
Yeah. They were like, you better get vaccinated or you can't work at all.
Right.
Okay. We're not gonna act naive. Now, I did get vaccinated because they got me with the you're gonna hurt your grandma and your grandpa.
Yeah.
They gonna get hurt. I was like, God damn it, I don't want goddamn grandpa or grandma to, you know. Yeah, they got me, y'all. They got me off that. So they were, but y'all remember they were saying like if you don't get vaccinated, that you could harm like older people because they could get effed up and all that shit. So it's like, yeah, I got a heart sometimes. Shit, I don't want my old folks to croak. You feel me? At least not by me. Shit, let it be by Father Times or them choking on a chicken bone or some shit. I don't want it to be because of me.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I got it because I wanted some donuts. They offered me Krispy Kreme donuts. That's how I got it.
That's valid. I'd get the vaccine for donuts too. That's valid. I love food. Nothing makes me happier than food.
I ain't get that shit.
But you know what's crazy is people also forget, like everybody likes to say that, oh my God, Donald Trump was president for 1 year during, you know, from like, you know, 2020 to January, whatever, 2021. And people forget that it was the Democrats that pushed for that stimulus check and the PPP and all of that. They were the ones that shut down the country.
Right.
They were the ones that shut down the country. They shut down their own states. The blue governors shut down their own states, and they were the ones that shut down the government. The Republicans were the ones that said, no, we're not going to shut everything down. We don't think it's good. It's not good for the economy. But it was the Democrats that pushed. I mean, why are we rewriting history? I mean, it's the Democrats that wanted that. And that's what they got. And it wrecked the economy. Originally, Donald Trump didn't want to shut down, and he didn't want to do the stimulus.
He said most of the time he didn't want to do that. It got to the point where he didn't have a choice because so many Americans were scared, and Democrats had put out that propaganda of fear, when in actuality, they should have just kept old people and children home, and the rest of us that were already healthy could have gone forward, and we could have avoided the stimulus checks, or just had it for old folks and people with kids, and the rest of us could have kept the economy going, which is how it should have been, because we healthy people would have built up a natural immunity, and we would have been fine if we kept the old folks and the kids or the compromised people home.
I agree.
But Democrats didn't want to do that. They said, no, baby, all or nothing. So we went all in and printed, what, $4 trillion per the Democrats. So let's not rewrite history, people in the comments, because it was the Democrats that wanted the government shutdown. It was the Democrats that wanted the PPP loans. They wanted the stimulus checks. They wanted X, Y, and Z. They even wanted more money. They're the ones that wanted the quantitative easing to print all that money for this shit. It was the Republicans that said, no, we don't think it's a good idea. And so many people glaze over that fact. I mean, I hate to be a Trump apologist, but in his defense, he originally didn't want to do that.
No, he didn't. All right, so we believe in a balance here. We was going on the Democrats. Now we're going to talk about what Candace Owens has uncovered. I don't know. I don't know. She uncovered it. I don't know.
I'm in deep in this, man. I followed down the rabbit hole. I'm in deep. I'm in deep.
So, yeah. So yesterday, this is what Candace Owens released on her show. Let's watch this clip. If you guys are watching, please hit the like button. Let's watch.
That he has in the footage is completely removed. So let's watch that. Okay. Now, what happens next is exactly as my source stipulated. Our rooftop guy begins a tactical crawl. It's actually known in the military as a lateral crawl. Let's watch that. There he goes. And I actually do want to show you side by side so you can actually see a real military man do that alongside this person on the rooftop. Let's bring in that side by side clip. Here we go. That general action right there is known as a lateral crawl. Now, you may have noted, if you're just looking at some sort of a flash just took place, right? We're going to show you that slow down and just kind of discuss this. We've gone back and forth here. Is he pulling something out? Is it like a signal mirror? Is it a flag? Was it already on Losey Center? Is it actually something that's in the background that's just catching weird? Is it a car? And we're just thinking that we see this flash, but we're just going to show you that so that it's clear. Back and forth flash there while he's military crawling. Here we go. There, and we're running that back and forth there. Okay, so you now have that. Next up, what you are going to see is that it's going to look as though, as he gets into position and completes this lateral crawl, that he thrusts something forward in a way that my brain told me it looked like he was unfolding a gun. Truly, that's what my brain told me. Maybe it's because I had this guy who told me about a fold AR. I don't know, but it's not definitive. That's me narrating. I'm happy for people to disagree and debate what is seen, but let's just watch that portion here. There we go. Something forward. We can watch that again. Something forward. Again. But more importantly than what we see here is what we're not going to see here. So remember, this is supposed to be a German 98 Mauser family.
Oh, man. Ooh, hold on. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're doing that like I can't see you yet though.
Okay. All right. I'm going to situate myself by asking the question first. Rippy, I'm not going to have you really comment on this, but why won't she debate? Why do you think she won't take the 100,000 and go debate? What's that guy's name? He said, I'll give her 100,000 to debate me.
What is his name? I was just watching him too. I'll get back to you on that. But I don't know. Oh, she's gone.
She'll come back.
She had the Nigerian internet now.
Yeah,
It's a Rippy man giving internet to everybody, bro. God damn.
Keep going. I'm listening to you.
What was I saying?
Why won't she
Why
debate
won't she-
for the hundreds for the six figures?
Oh, you talking about what's the guy that's always debating? Andrew, something. What's the name? Andrew. He's on whatever podcast a lot. Andrew Wilson. Is he talking about?
Yeah, Andrew Wilson. Yes. Why won't she debate him?
I don't know, but what I do know is I like Candace. I mean, I'm always on her side. I never said anything negative about her, and I don't think I ever will. But I'm pretty much over it. It's like, yo, you're not. I know Mia said that she's all into it. I was into it as well. I was like deep into this stuff because I'm hardcore with it. But at some point in time,
You
I'm
want
like,
the truth for your friend. That was why.
Exactly. I'm done with all these little theories. Like, this video doesn't show anything that proves anything. But if you start something, you have to finish it because you actually making a lot of money on YouTube doing it. But it's like, yo, I'm over all this shit now, man. At this point, I'm just trying to believe the mainstream narrative, and that's not something I would ever do. But I'm just over all this shit, man.
I think I'm over it because if the Fed said you did something, you did it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. The Fed said you did something, you did it. And I can't believe, for me, all these people were legit his friends. You mean they're all fucking it? Like they're all in on it? I'm just like flabbergasted. And also, I do believe that he had a weird situation going on with Candace at the end. I do believe that. I believe she was running her mouth and he was trying to protect her. I believe some of the things that, like, I remember I read this tweet with Andrew Covette, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense what you just tweeted. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it makes sense to me. And it's like, well, Candace, if you were that close, why didn't you go to the funeral? Like, where were you at? Like, I don't know. Like, this is where the grip started for me.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, I called her out on this too. I was texting her like right before the funeral. I asked her if she's gonna be there, and she texted me and said, "No, of course not." I'm like, "Oh, why not, man? We want to see you." So I think you know why. But even prior to that, she wasn't really that cool with Charlie. I don't think she was that cool with him right before he died.
No.
I mean, she was cool with him like prior to it, but yeah, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I mean, she wasn't never at the events anymore.
Well, I believe they were talking in the end, and then I'm gonna let play with another clip, and then let me go. I believe they're talking at the end because remember, right before he got killed, her and Nick were in that major beef because I watched it one time. They were in that beef, and she oddly said to him, "Well, I can get Charlie to debate you," and I'm like, "Are you his manager?" So that's when it clicked for me. They were talking, I believe, towards the end of his life, but I don't think they were cool like they used to be, and I honestly do believe she was heading for him. That's what I think. I think that situation with France was a headache, and he was trying to help her out, and she just wouldn't shut up. That's what I think. You know, y'all don't gotta kill me, but she's just acting a little too cuckoo for me about the situation. I'm gonna play this though, and this was one of their last times together, and then I'll let Mia say her piece. This is the last time Charlie Kirk and Candace were together on screen. Let's watch.
Balls and strikes where I see it, Candace. I think it's super unfair the way some people have been treating you, and really unfair. Because look, I know your heart too. I tweeted this yesterday. Candace Owens flew through a brutal action to go to the embassy opening Jerusalem, and we toured Israel together. And you were on campuses multiple times together, defending Israel and defending the Jewish people. So let me, because not everyone listens, which is excellent. Everyone should subscribe to her show. And I'm afraid that they are diluting and cheapening the term anti-Semitism the same way they've done with racism.
No question that they've diluted it. People are not even blinking now to be called an anti-Semite.
I'll give some advice. Candace Owens is undefeated, everybody. So be careful fighting Candace Owens. It doesn't end well for you. Candace, God bless. We have your back, and have that baby. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, Charlie. Such a pleasure to always join.
Wow. They had a nice friendship. I'm no extent of it, but they had a nice friendship. Shout out to Ray Ray. Thank you for the jewels. All right, Mia. I'm gonna let you talk your ish. We can go in the conspiracy realm. Go ahead. The floor is yours, darling.
I mean, I've fallen down the rabbit hole. And I've clearly fallen for the propagandized grift that she has going on. But I feel like two things can live in the same realm, right? That she's grifting and she's making money, but also that she is a pretty good journalist too, because she does bring, if you listen to her, she does bring up some valid points. Like, I'm going to be honest, just from the evidence that the state has put forward, the pictures that we've seen, the videos that we've seen, I mean, the evidence that we know, the man on that roof is not Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson, the last time we saw him, was in like a dark long sleeve shirt, super skinny with blue jeans. The man on that roof was in all black. And I mean, you can't tell me it's grainy footage, because I can see the blue in the sky, I can see the green in the trees, I can see signage that all have color. So the man on the roof is not Tyler Robinson. And then the fact that they have shell casings on other roofs as well, which would lead to potentially a second shooter or at minimum an accomplice there. Because mind you, this kid would have to jump on top of a roof wearing skinny fucking jeans and a 30-06 in his pants, allegedly, climb up the roof, have 30 seconds to make a shot, and then leave his screwdriver, break down his stuff, jump off the roof, somehow with no screwdriver, reassemble his weapon in the woods and leave it there? Mind you, we've proven now that the footage that the feds have released of his vehicle in the parking garage is actually not his vehicle. It's not his vehicle, not even the same body type of his vehicle. So what's going on? So explain to me how he has two different vehicles, and why do we have footage of two different vehicles? I mean, and then when you listen to Brian Harpole explain the situation after Charlie was shot, and obviously they loaded him in the car, they're taking him to the emergency room. I don't even think he went to the emergency room. That man's entire explanation of what happened in the emergency room doesn't make any sense. As a former emergency room worker, as somebody who lived in the ED, it doesn't even make sense. I don't even think Charlie made it there, to be honest. I don't think he made it there. I do think there's a conspiracy going on here, because none of the pieces actually line up at all whatsoever. They can't tell me, they haven't proven why he changed his clothes. So he goes from being in a stairwell, heading to that roof on campus. Now he's in a completely different outfit. Okay, where's his old clothes? I mean,
I agree.
There's a lot of issues here with the story that the feds are putting forward. It's super bizarre. And then when I take a look at Erica and how she's acting, that's kind of bizarre. Why would you set up a tent that your husband got murdered under and you want people to take pictures? That's fucking weird. I mean, that's super unserious.
Okay, wait. I would like to comment on the tent. Rippy, did you see the tent when we were there? I didn't see the tent. It was in the corner somewhere, right?
No, I don't recall seeing that.
I didn't see it. I would be real with you guys. We were there, and the tent was in front and center. I didn't see it. Rippy didn't see it. So I think somebody. I'm like, and I'm not defending because I've worked with the organization. I'm just saying it wasn't dead center the way they're making it seem. All I saw dead center was murals and images honoring Charlie. Me. Rippy, did you see the same?
Yeah, exactly. I don't recall ever seeing that tent, but I will say that Mia, I know there's something going on. You know, I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. I'm always looking for the truth. It just became so much, and I'm just like, I'm over it, because you don't know what to believe anymore. You know, somebody said that, you know, the plane, the flight patterns, you know, him going to not this emergency room, but the next emergency room. That's one thing Candace got caught lying about. She accused this other guy that was there, and then he started getting death threats of doing something, and she had to come out. She never apologized about that. and then somebody else says something else. It's just like too much bullshit is going on that my head just started to go crazy. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm over it. That's just how I feel right now. We all know that something weird happened. We like Erica Kirk is weird as hell. I'm just gonna throw it out there. We all know that shit. But it comes a point in time where Candace, like, she like leave that fucking girl alone. Everybody knows that she's weird. We all talk about it. All of us talk about it.
I will say, I think she was weird before he even passed because I watched old stuff of her. And she's just a weird, awkward person. And again, I'm not defending, but it gets to a point where it does for me become to be demonic. This woman lost her husband, whether she was involved or not. And I'm just like, Candace, you sound like a bitter ex-girlfriend. I'm sorry. That's what it's giving.
Yeah. I mean, damn, girl, you got a husband at home. You got your kids. Like, leave that damn girl alone. We all know that she fucked up. We all don't trust her. Nobody trusts her. We get it.
We trust you, Eric. I trust you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. One more video. I'm gonna kick it to Kamal, and then we're gonna move on to the final topic of the night. Kamal, this is what Candace Owens had to say. Well, this is what this man had to say about Candace Owens. He going in on her. Let's watch, and you can give your opinion.
Absolute end of Candace Owens, because she has become maybe the top podcaster peddling for 80 or 90 shows. That the Mossad did it. Jews were behind it. People within the Turning Point organization were staging a coup. Erica herself, and I couldn't believe that. Erica Kirk is the mastermind by killing her husband or something. And there was no evidence for any of that. And then she came out and said, I knew it. I thought, okay, now you're disgraced and you've lied to millions of people. You've caused undue harm and trauma to the family. You've really you're trying to destroy the whole image of Charlie Kirk with all of these plots. You've demeaned and demonized Jewish people in Israel. Have you no decency? Do you have no decency? And she doesn't, because now she's saying, just today, she said, we've got new evidence. I knew it. Ben Shapiro's security team was talking to Charlie Kirk's security team. Well, maybe he was asking, did you guys see anything? Did you, even if does that contravene that whole body? No. But even then, she's saying, I don't have to be accurate. I don't have to tell the truth. I can just spin up out of my imagination and I'm attractive. I'm young. I can get an audience and nobody's going to say anything about it. And I make another $2 or $3 million off this.
All right. Kamal, I saved the best question for you. Is the grift of Candace Owens finally over?
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I like to stay out of white folks' business, right? I mean, we know Candace Owens is honorary white, so I try to stay out of white folks' business. But us black folks was telling you this for a minute, y'all. Y'all just catching on. We've been telling y'all Candace Owens is a grifter. Like, this has been, y'all just catching on? God damn. Oh my goodness. We've been telling y'all this for years now. But hey, Candace Owens, keep getting your grift on, baby. Keep getting that money from the white community. Keep doing your thing. That's all I gotta say.
So, hey, come on. Do you think she's going to help in the case of Nolan Wells? I mean, we could actually bring justice here. She could be on the case. She could be using her time to actually help us for something. Or you think she's going to keep milking this Charlie Kirk stuff for all it's worth?
She's making a lot of money doing it.
Look, she gonna keep milking this Charlie Kirk case like she was milking bro allegedly when bro was alive. Okay. I mean, goddamn. You know, I don't want her nowhere near the Nolan Wells case, right? Because we know what she gonna do. That Nolan Wells, he didn't know how to swim, right? And you know, Nolan Wells, he's part Asian, so that means that there's no way that's gonna happen to him drowning and blah blah blah. You just say he didn't know how to swim. What the hell are you talking about? I think she double tall like a motherfucker, y'all. I'm telling y'all. This woman, she's insane genius. Because it's genius what she doing. She could be trying to help out crack the case for a friend, but at the same time, she knows she getting paid. She knows she getting paid from this. You feel me? So I don't know. I want her to stay in that lane. Keep doing what you're doing, Candace Owens. I'm gonna let her keep doing what she's doing. Stay away from the Nolan Wells case, Carmelo Anthony, you feel me? Gerard Jackson, Daniel Irving. These are a couple cases where when us black folks hang around them folks, we mysteriously end up dead, either through accidental drowning, where the fuck that is, and being hanged by trees and shit, right? Shit crazy, right? But yeah, Candace Owens, please keep doing your thing. I applaud you. Keep the grift on, baby. Love it.
We're going to go to the final grifter of the night. The fall of Brittany Renner. This is a lighthearted topic we're going to end with. This is something we can all agree on. This is for the fellas. I got to give you guys the eye candy. This is a beautiful girl. She only gets more beautiful with time. Let's watch Brittany Renner. Here we go.
For $1, bitch, I'm not one of them. Okay, so this pussy, okay, this bitch barks and bites. Do you understand? So what I really don't understand in general when people talk about me
like her ugly ass
is,
mama.
let's go back to what Akademiks said. So Akademiks said that I wanted the perfect relationship and I should have stayed with my cheating, lying ass baby daddy who literally did nothing but lie and cheat the entire relationship. I'm here to tell you guys, all of these men with mics, none of them are happy, truly. None of them are in successful relationships, but yet they got all the answers in none of them. And sit around with fucking mics that look like dicks close to their mouths and just run their mouth about certain people. Akademiks, you're the same nigga that was literally dick fucking riding Daphne Joy, who would not even let you smell her fart air if you paid her. But you want to comment on you're a broken girl that's just searching for love? Huh? What the fuck are you? That's what we really need to get into. Who the fuck are you? Okay? So my thing is like, it's a cycle. It's rinse, wash, repeat every single time. You're looking for love. All these niggas cheat. You should have stayed with your baby daddy. Babe, you couldn't pay me $90 million to be with that nigga today. Okay? And I understand a lot of people, it's really easy. It's like low-hanging fruit to say, oh, she's just a bitter baby mama. Babe, how am I bitter when I left that situation? I warmed the seat up for the next bitch. And to address Akademiks, you saying that I fell off. The irony of you saying that I fell off, but yet you did a 15-minute fucking segment talking about me. And let's be really clear. This is a pattern that you do. You're so quick to talk about my relationship with Kevin. That nigga said the reason you do all these segments about me is because you're secretly in love with me. Are you going to address him? Or you just address women? You don't address these niggas for real because they're going to do you something. Okay? So you don't know these niggas. You do not know what they think.
Oh, God, I can't take anymore. Oh, Jesus. All right, so I'm going to let the men on the panel lead the discussion. Rippy, have you heard of this girl before today? No?
No, actually, I have heard of her, and she looks like shit. She's like, are y'all familiar with an actress by the name of Mia Campbell?
Yes, like a cracked out version, like when she was on the drugs.
Yeah. This is what this woman is going through right now. It's a Mia Campbell syndrome. That's what we call it. Because look at her. This is the way she talks. This is exactly the way Mia Campbell was behaving and acting and talking when she became addicted to crack. This is a crackhead right here. I mean, you just see it. Like, look at this. Like, yo, I'm from the inner city of Detroit. When we were kids, we would play Spot the Crackhead. You know, the kids. Oh, that's a crackhead. 1 point. Oh, crackhead. 1 point. I know. I'm seeing all this stuff. She's jumping up and down. Like, that's a crackhead. My cousin is a crackhead. I get it. I mean, shit. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's a crackhead right there. Eventually, that car's going to be gone.
Like she's on invoked. Well, she gets $6,000 a month, guys. And let me give backstory to it. The reason she's mad at Akademiks is Akademiks was giving her great free advice. He did not. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He didn't really go in on her. He was like, "Look, you need to stop looking for love. Get your money up, focus. He also tried to help her get a radio deal. That's the crazy part. And instead of her like acknowledging that, she's focused on the negative. Let me play this other clip of her because I need to show you guys the body. Okay, this is for the fellas. This is the body.
I know she's stacked, but still a crackhead.
Any age.
Brittany, stop shaking that ass before. Listen, this is like seeing a nice ass car in the showroom. Before you do all that shaking, jiggling, and gyrating, I need to know the odometer reading on that goddamn ass, okay? Because trust me, I've seen many of cars in a goddamn dealership, and it's a lemon. Let's look at the goddamn engine. I ain't gonna lie, it do look good. It look tantalizing. But I just want to check the odometer on it. 187,000 miles. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on now. Hold on now.
On her best motherfucking day is not fucking with me. At 34, bitch, at any age.
You know I love Brittany because she'll try to prove her point, but just prove ours. Brittany, that ass, which I ain't gonna lie, I like the fact that you have a nice natural ass. But it's the reason why the next nigga and the next nigga afterwards and the last three niggas had to lie to yo the last that he could get up in there.
Oh, bitch,
All right, Kamal, what do you think about this clip? What do you think about how she looks? Does she look rough to you? People say it's she's biracial. I'm just telling you what the folks say. I'm not necessarily saying I agree or disagree, but they're saying that black don't crack, and she was only fully black. She wouldn't crack.
That's a black on crack.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This bra is giving me trauma right now. God damn, she is. Jesus Christ. Let me ask y'all, who say nigga more? Her or a 70s hairline? God
Probably
damn, she said nigga in that clip a lot. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh, she cursed more than a sailor. I'm like, God damn. Look, okay, yeah, she looked good, but the bra's a succubus, right? And look it, man, succubuses you need to stay away from. All right, and this the thing though, right? She's starting to show her age. Like she's aging poorly. The body could be nice, but fuck all that. We know who you are. We see who you are as a person. You're a shitty person. You're kind of aging like milk a little bit. But the body good, you're going to get one of these suckers. It's always a sucker ass nigga out there, right? See a fat ass and be like, Lord Jesus, I got to give all my money. Good luck. You know why you fucked up? I think she fucked up and, you feel me, was kicking her ass is spiritually. That's switching from religious shit because of a man?
Got a clip for that too,
Yo, that
Kamal.
shit is diabolical. Now that's diabolical. Just saying. But keep throwing that ass in a circle though.
So
I'm gonna watch from afar.
Kamal, you bring up a good point. She talks about her religion. I'll play that one next. This is what she had to say. She says she ain't Muslim or Christian.
Still Muslim. No, I'm not. I don't practice anymore. I had to wear cornrows to fit in a hijab, and I'm no longer interested in shrinking myself. I was Muslim for like 10 months, married for 52 days. Actually got baptized in March. I did get baptized, but I just, at this point in stage, like where I'm at right now, I don't really follow any religion. I just don't, like, none of it really calls to me like that. And I think a big part of what people don't understand is when I was Muslim, that I really needed that structure when I was rebuilding my life. I needed that protection. And even with wearing a hijab, I felt
to give you credit. Because last year when she was on this whole Christian tip, you called it out and said it was a grift. I got to give you credit. What's your thoughts on Brittany Renner?
You talking to me? You were skipping a little bit.
No, I said Mia. I said I was giving Mia credit because Mia called it out, and Mia said that this was a grift last year.
It is a grift because that's all she knows what to do is grift. Brittany Renner is classic, light-skinned, pretty, came from a poor area, pretty privileged, no brains. She's bird brain. That's what happens when the Lord gives you beauty, but he don't give you 2 fucking nickels to rub together in your head, right? She dropped out of school on a full ride athletic scholarship to chase a man. She was like 28 chasing PJ Washington when he was 18. We would consider that predatory. If we saw if we talked about a man doing that, and then she fell pregnant when she was like 30 and he was still barely 20 years old. I mean, she's a predator. She carries nothing but fucking trauma. But the worst part about it is, for as beautiful as she is, she's fucking stupid. The woman has had so much money. I mean, the book deals, she was on all those shows, Instagram, OF. All she had to do was get a financial advisor, diversify, buy a couple real estate things in Mississippi, and she could be living off of that and she'd be fine. She's broke as a joke right now back home in the ghetto in Mississippi because she has no fucking change up here to shake around. She's a cautionary tale to what happens when the Lord gives you beauty, but he don't put anything in here to fucking jiggle. I don't feel bad for her. I feel bad for her kid. I feel wicked bad for her kid. He's probably a good kid, but he got a cracked out mama. He got a fucked up drug addict granny, and he got a dad that can't do anything with him because the mother is alienating him, because the mother's jealous because he's moved on. He has a wife. He has more kids. He's living la vida loca. And Brittany Renner is too much of a jealous piece of shit to even allow her child to be in contact with his father. I mean, if anything, I just feel bad for his kid. She's a grift. She should do what Black China did. Shut down your social medias for a couple months, come back. She is beautiful. Get some sleep. Put a little hyaluronic acid on your forehead. Put some ice down here. Get your puffiness out. Take a social media cleanse. Come back.
Let's stop more crack. Keep forgetting about the crack.
Right. Wait, we need to address this because you bring up a good point. Black China has given her life to the Lord. She is sober. I do believe Brittany Renner's on drugs. I'm sorry. It is giving me. I did Molly. I did E the night before. I had to do a whole F fest. Yeah. And I'm coming off my high. That's what it's giving me.
But Black China did the work though. She did the work. She shut down her social media. She came back. She gave her life to God. She showed people getting her filler dissolved. I mean, she really has put in the work and she's been very consistent. She's not fighting with her baby dad. She's not fighting with the Kardashians. I mean, she's posting her workout routines, her food, her daily life. And Brittany Renner could come back just like that. That's the kind of content people want to see. People like that comeback kid story. Black China's doing great now. She looks great. She looks healthy. I mean, I don't hear anything negative about her. She's minding her P's and Q's. She's going to church. She's eating well. Her workout routines, I mean, there's no reason that Brittany Renner couldn't do the same thing. But it seems like Brittany Renner's just bitter and on crack. So, I mean, when she gets off the crack and stops being bitter, she might be all right.
Great advice. Spoken no truer. But guys, if you're watching, I need you to do me a favor. Hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. This was a great episode, guys. We're going to start with closing thoughts. Mia, what's your closing thoughts?
I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and I'm going to say crack is whack. Don't do crack. That's my closing thoughts. Don't do crack. Crack is whack. You're going to be on the internet like Brittany Renner in her car in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi, talking shit. Crack is whack.
No truer. Crack is whack. Don't be doing it. Rippy, what's your closing thoughts?
Put the crack pipe down. It's like Mia said. That's exactly what I was going to say. Also, I'm going to be shout out to the new party in the man cave. I love the show. But my debate with Dr. William James got rescheduled for tomorrow, so that's actually gonna be live on Sean Kelly's podcast on his show on YouTube. It's gonna be called Outnumbered. So tune in to that. It's gonna be 12:30 tomorrow live.
12:30 p.m.
Yep, and it's
Eastern
Sean
time,
Kelly's
or is
digital hour. No, I'm flying out to Vegas for it, so it's gonna be 12:30 Vegas time. So
3:30 p.m. Eastern for everybody on the East Coast.
yep, 3:30 p.m. And then right after that, Ben Shapiro is going to be on. I'm not going to debate him though, because he's like one of the best debaters.
Ben Shapiro is?
He's a great debater. I don't agree with him with so Israel stuff, but he's a hell of a debater.
Oh, well, everybody, please go support Rippy. Shout out to him. And thank you for Rippy for being a part of our team. Kamal, what's your closing thoughts?
Man, first of all, man, fuck what Mr. Rippy and Mia talk about. Do that crack, right? Give you strong ass bones. I ain't never seen a crackhead under the age of 60, goddammit. Somehow you do that crack, you last longer in life. You feel me? Nah, don't do crack. It'll fuck you up. But can we keep it real, man? And before I say what I gotta say, y'all go follow the new party. Hit the sub button, hit the notification bell so you know when a new party go live. Shout out to the Man Cave, you feel me? Y'all want to see me on my end? Kamal Johnson on YouTube. Hit the sub button. Man, Brittany Renner is fucking retarded. She's slow, y'all. Okay. Okay, just because she got a basketball player and some goddamn rappers and shit, that ain't saying much. 90% of these niggas slow too. Okay? You feel me? It takes one to know one, right? This Brittany Renner is one of the most dirt mother effers out here. But keep shaking that ass. Do your thing. Anyway, Dr. Fauci, you full of shit. All right? Shout out to Rizza Islam. And then the last topic we talked about, well, the second topic we talked about, what was the second topic we talked about?
Candace Owens.
The vaccine? Oh, yeah, the deranged lady, Candace Owens. Keep doing your thing, baby. Keep grifting the white community. That's all I got to say. Peace out, y'all.
The new party is always a good time, guys. So shout out to the Man Cave. We do this every Monday and Wednesday. We live stream Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a very diverse cast. So shout out to Rippy. Definitely go tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Eastern or 12:30 p.m. Pacific and support him as he debates on Outnumbered. So you guys make sure you look that up. And shout out to last night's show. We had a good time. Andre Williams and Free as Can Be was talking about the Iran war. So that was a nice discussion. And Nolan Wells, I'm going to keep fighting for Nolan Wells. I want to know the truth. If for nothing else, I want to know the truth. I want to know, was he, did he just accidentally drown? Or was he unalived? But I don't see what's the problem with asking questions. We should always ask questions. We should always hold our government accountable. If we don't do that, we're going to be like communist Cuba and communist China. So fight for your freedoms while you can, because I don't even know what direction we're going in. Shout out to our team. Make sure you give them a follow and stick around for our closing now, because you can see where all of their social media handles are at. And like always, God bless, good night, and stay safe.
Sisters,
we shall not yield to tyranny.
Our cause just, we will prevail. The fight
Hello,
for our
Mr.
rights.
Buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Bobby, at this
Hello,
point,
Mr.
shame on you. Shame on you. Because we are being played as the American people. Our money is funding a war that we don't need to be in. I shouldn't be okay with it. So as long as I have breath in my body and a mic to use, I will be speaking out against this.
A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls.
The economy, we have a global economy. That's why we're a number one economy in the world. I know that a lot of people want to paint the horrible view of America, but, you know, go live somewhere else and then tell me America's bad.
Patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
This is so freaking crazy to me that we have an
conflict with Iran before a single person from the Epstein files has been arrested on American soil.
The hour of liberty is at hand. For freedom is bravo. Brothers
I
and
was
sisters.
working, man, you know, but it's good to see Rippy out there handling business, man. And again, hey, that's a lot of black Trump supporters, man. I mean, it feels good to see that, man. So
My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
A real quote. People are getting sick of it. The moment a celebrity steps slightly outside the leftist approved narrative, they get attacked. Chili from TLC gets heat over allegedly donating to Donald Trump.
For liberty. The British advance. We must act.
Our supplies are low, but morale is high.
Then we fight for liberty.
Payne's work captures the spirit of "We Fight for Independence."
With
Welcome
people
to my
that said they were anti-war. I think they said no new wars. Yeah, they voted for a president that was not going to start any new wars. And what's funny to me is that not only were you lied to, not only did this man start this and get out of the
freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Just in order to get the Greater Israel Project accomplished, you have to kill people. That's why it's wrong. Killing people is wrong, full stop. So you can try to make sense of it with, well, it's a threat and this and that. There's no greater threat than the United States empire.
Vocabulary up, because I'm throwing out words like hubris, acquiesce, verbose. What are you going to do about the dichotomy of the nuance?
To the encampment. For liberty.
And what I've learned, and I'm not a liberal or a Democrat. I voted for Trump the first time, but he's become a politician. He lies like all the other politicians. He deceives like all the other politicians.
And friendly. Soldiers, the enemy is near.
Not only do I love my FBA fam, my Black American fam, my Black people on code, you know, my people that's allies with us, as part of the fam. I love y'all. I love my country too. You feel me?
The cause to victory.
To victory. These pastries are wonderful.
Indeed, but we must stay vigilant.